I guess I have to give the story to
Yes.
tell who I am. I had two older brothers who played video games all the time. I was the annoying...
How much older?
2 and 5 years.
Okay.
So older brothers, they were playing all the video games. So when I could physically play video games, I was playing Grand Theft Auto London, Halo 1, Halo 2 with them. I was the annoying little brother who they didn't want on their team. And that kind of almost encouraged me to become better at it.
Yeah.
And I went through school. Obviously, I'm from an Indian family, so it was very ingrained
strict.
upon
You
me.
gotta.
And it wasn't even strict, but there was just an expectation that I would do well in everything that I did. It wasn't an option. It's like if you're going to do something, you're going to do it right.
Are you first generation? What do you guys call yours? Londoners? English?
English. So
Londoners.
my grandparents.
Okay, so
came over here.
second generation.
So, second generation. Both my parents lived here their whole lives, and there was just this expectation. So growing up for me, especially, it was pretty much school and gaming. I used to play RuneScape, Half-Life 2, Counter-Strike, all the original games with my brothers. And I was big into gaming and big into my schoolwork. I took kind of a load of subjects. I had to get perfect grades in all of them. Like anything below 90% was
unacceptable.
Was just not good enough. So that was kind of a lot of my growing up. Was this then when I was at school? My friends were sharing clips of them gaming, and we were kind of sharing them with each other mostly.
Which game?
So this was Call of Duty. It was Modern Warfare 2 it all started in.
Oh, man.
And then, we were sharing clips. Then Black Ops 1 came out, and I started doing Tomahawk tutorials, which would show you where to throw a Tomahawk cross-map at the start of the Search and Destroy game to kill someone on the enemy team just so they spawned in. And those videos, actually, I was making them to show my friends the spots that you could get. This is kind of after I've got a few subscribers, but it's still not really a thing. And those start getting views from people that aren't my friends, because that's the gaming community. It was so small back then. People were like, oh, there's this guy on YouTube that shows you where to get the cross map. Oh, let me look up that video. Okay, so that's where the spot is. So I was just trying to teach my friends something, ended up teaching a load of random people.
Yeah.
And then it was like, okay, people I don't know have watched this video. How can I make it a better video? So I'm going to get the HD PVR, the HD recorder. I'm going to get a little bit of a better microphone.
Yeah.
And realistically, the story has been the same progression since then. It's just, how can I make it better? How can I get more people to watch this? This is cool. Oh, you can pay me for adverts on this stuff. Even cooler, this was just me and my friend's hobby. So that kind of carried on through school. And it was still very much all my time was schoolwork, make my YouTube videos. At first I used to sell sweets at lunch break. So I'd have my backpack full of sweets and cans of drinks. And that's how I bought my first kind of HD recorder. And then
how does it work? You go to the store, you buy, and then you sell for it?
You buy it from the cash and
Because Tom had the same thing, with Lucozade or something like that.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, bottles of Lucozade.
Damn. All right, so go on.
Yeah, so that was how I got kind of my first bit of money, and then I started getting paid for YouTube. And I would go to school. I would run home from school at lunch to go and work on my videos, edit them, render them. Because actually, we were saying about batch rendering. Back then, the biggest barrier to making videos was your render time.
Yeah.
Tell me you remember that.
Yeah, of course.
Where we would have slow computers back then.
And then even slower upload times because you had regular internet.
Oh, yeah. So it would be like, okay, I'm recording my video today. I'm going to render it overnight. I'll wake up in the morning. It still won't be rendered. I'll come home from school at lunch. I'll set it to upload. And then by the evening, it'll be uploaded. And that's crazy because not only did we not have good computers, but computers weren't good back then. So YouTube was even more of a 24-hour cycle. And it was like, how fast can you render and upload that video to getting it out? So during the whole of my school life, it was just kind of YouTube school.
Yeah.
Then I took this gap year. And in that year, I moved in with 3 of the other sidemen, KSI, Zerka, and Mini Minter.
Yeah.
Almost weird because I used to watch Josh Zerka's Kill Cam episodes when I was starting YouTube.
Yeah.
Then I met him at an event, and it was like this wow moment. I met JJ, and he actually had less subscribers than me.
Yeah. And
everyone was like talking about KSI. I'm like, who's this KSI guy?
Yeah.
And like, I had like maybe 60,000 subscribers. I was like, I'm about this. And then everyone was like, KSI. I'm like, and I met him, and we got on from that. And then,
what's crazy about that is that Diesel, when he was working at Machinima Sports, and they were uploading JJ's videos, he told me, he's like, we have to recruit this guy.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
wow.
I'm like, what is that? I was like, why? He's like, bro, watch his videos. They're fucking hilarious. And I'm like, oh, he belongs to that KSI clan. So let's just like not even do it. But had I taken just a little bit more into that, I mean, think about it. I don't know. It would have been different. Oh, yeah. Well, it's easy to say that now. Like, oh, it would have.
Hindsight's 2020.
Yeah. No, I'm not. It's not a regret thing. Yeah. But it's like it's such a small community that if you didn't know each other, like everybody knew each other back then, and it wasn't one of those situations where it was like super fratty, where like we're seniors, you're just coming up. Everybody was so cool. Yeah. From the beginning, everybody's so cool. All right, so let me get
Sorry,
this.
I've tangented your question.
No.
With
so
my whole history.
So you have brothers that game.
Yeah. So and then I kind of went through, and it was like school, games, and like the agreement was, as long as I got above 90% in every exam I took in multiple extra, bonus subjects, maths and science usually, I could then, in my spare time, do whatever I want on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I did that, got a place for natural sciences at University College London, which is actually not far from where I live now. And I actually grew up in Sheffield, which is a town that's 2 hours north of London. Mm-hmm. And then it was kind of during that first year of doing it full time, that's kind of when companies started seeing YouTube, kind of 2013, 2014. Yeah. And it wasn't even paid stuff, but it was just surprising from when we were going. Did you ever used to try and buy the Call of Duty games early? Of course you did. So
I did.
That's what we used to do.
It was like somebody would come open their jacket, and there'd be like some stolen watches, some jewelry, and then a bag of weed, some cocaine, and then a sandwich bag with a disc in it that said Call of Duty, and then you had to get your Xbox modded.
Yeah.
Well, bro, no bullshit. That's how I got my first montage ever. It was pre-release. It was a Saturday before. It was a Saturday before the release of Modern Warfare 2. Mm-hmm. I had to go get my Xbox. What was it called?
JTagged.
Yeah, JTagged. Mm-hmm. And on Sunday morning, the guy finally called me. He's like, "Your Xbox is ready and the game's ready." So I go. I sit down and I play for about something because I had to go to a family thing. So I played for like 3 hours. I sent it to the editor, and it was nothing, right? Yeah. It was nothing. But it was well edited. It had good music to it, and it fucking blew up. Scott, I mean, what's your most viewed video?
I mean,
how many views?
I've got a football video on like 24 million.
Okay, well,
the new age gaming videos, I had like one of my montages got like 1.6 million views.
So mine right now sits at like 7 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Well, okay. I mean, it's been 10 years, so it's no biggie.
But still, but for Call of Duty content, that's up there.
So I had the most watched Call of Duty sniping montage video out of anyone. But then Pamaj just recently passed me up with his. But it was uploaded to the FaZe channel. So it's different. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not individual.
No, well, mine wasn't either. Mine was uploaded to the Optic Nation channel, so it's no big deal. Okay, so you're a student. You're a good. Not only you're a student, you're a good student. You're an intellect, a scholar, and a gentleman. What else? Who are you today?
So that's where the ethic just to kind of work the whole time, and it became a point of where I was like, okay, if I'm doing this now instead of going to university, instead of following that career path.
What did your parents say?
So at first they were kind of skeptical of it, and the gap year was like, this is like a trial. Hey, we're going to trial this for a year.
Oh, and they were cool with it.
And they were fine with that because
That's very cool.
I already had my place secured, so I was definitely going to university at that point. And they were happy with that, and they've always been super understanding of it and kind of appreciative of it. And then just during that year, it went from me sat in my bedroom playing games, and it got a little bit sad at one point, I remember, because this is the year when all of my friends have just gone to university. Yeah. And so it's me still in my hometown, kind of up till like 3-4 a.m. every night, just recording my videos. But I'm just I'm in my bedroom. I'm not really doing much. Yeah. And even at that point, I was like, is this for me?
Were you staying up like long hours?
Sorry, it would always be kind of late because Americans like yourself we would game with, make videos with. So, and that was also not a great fit for being at home because like my parents would be trying to sleep. I'd be like shouting into my mic playing COD at like 3 a.m. And then luckily it came up that I could move into this house with these guys I've been making videos with. we jokingly called ourselves the Sidemen, which was not a positive term.
No, but it's so cool because it's like the Sidemen. I'm looking at the logo. Sidemen, don't correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like the bench, right? The Sidemen, like the bench.
There's loads of different ways of putting it, but yeah, it's like not the main focus.
Yeah, it's like the sixth man or the riders of the Pine Pony.
Yeah, and that was never planned. That was the name of our GTA 5 crew. Ethan made us a GTA 5 crew so we could join the same lobbies.
Yeah.
And that was that. And then we started recording together. And I think it worked because all our channels were different sizes, but we'd met each other in real life a bunch of times, and we just genuinely enjoyed hanging out. We just got on well together. And I think a lot of groups that were made around that time, one that I can think of off the top of my head, Team Crafted to mention, which was a big Minecraft group with Skylar's Minecraft and a bunch. And that was all of the biggest Minecraft channels. But I feel like I've seen groups try and build themselves off numbers, and we kind of by chance ended up with more of a chemistry kind of build. As weird as it sounds, breaking down what is a bunch of people making videos into like a formula. But we made that group, started making videos. They were really fun, did well. GTA 5 was one of the biggest games on YouTube at the time, so it was a great time to ramp up.